Vertical line test. To determine if a relation is a function, use the vertical line test. So this is very helpful when we're looking at tables or if we are looking at graphs. Remember, if it's a function, our x's do not repeat. Okay, so we're looking if a relation is a function using the vertical line test. Vertical means up and down, okay, like a column. And this handout says lay your pencil down vertically to the left of the graph, especially if you're like taking your SAT and you know the problem is written or is on the computer screen. You could definitely just like hold your pencil up to the screen and check. If it's on a paper, I like to actually just grab a highlighter or color pencil or something to help me, and I trace along that. So whatever works best for you. Again, don't be afraid to like hold up your pencil next to the computer screen if that's going to help. Okay, so to check, I just envision a vertical line. Remember, going through each point here on this graph. If it's if it has some, it could be linear, it could be non-linear. If it's not discrete like this with all the points, you could just draw a vertical line through any part of the graph. I might jot down an extra example here just to show you because all of these are dot plots. So I'm going to just draw a vertical line right through each of the points. It did not touch more than one, so this relation is a function because it passed the vertical line test where it did not touch more than once on my x values. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line here, here, look right there. I can already see it fails the vertical line test because it touched more, when I drew that vertical line, it touched more than one place on my function. So it is not a function. It does not pass the vertical line test. A vertical line can be drawn between -2, 1, and remember, walk and climb, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see these two x values repeated. So it is not a function. It did not pass the vertical line test. So I'm just going to draw, I hope I don't mess this up. I'm going to kind of make up another function for you here. Okay, so let's say I have a linear function like this. Okay, when I come in here, you can draw the vertical line anywhere you want. Okay, it touched only once, so yes, this is a function. Okay. All right, well, let's say draw a parabola. Okay. Again, anywhere you want, and I know some of us will kind of question right here, but you have to visualize that graph is continuing expanding outward as well as upward. So if I drew a line, look, it would only touch once. So yes, this is a function. Okay. Okay, what if my parabola is laying down this way? Okay. Well, again, if I draw a vertical line through the center, look, that touched twice. So this does not pass the vertical line test. It is not a function. I don't know why I play a sad face, but I guess I just love functions and I want it to pass, right? Okay. This is a very common one that I see on standardized tests. What if it's a circle? So you could definitely see this on your PSAT or your SAT. Okay. If I draw my vertical line on a circle, no, it does not pass because it touches twice. Okay. So on the practice, it does say graph each relation and is the relation a function. So you can actually tell by not graphing, like you could just look at your x values. However, this would be a great time for you to practice on your Desmos calculator or your handheld calculator on graphing, or simply just to be able to plot the point and draw the coordinate grid yourself.